Welcome to this course, an introduction to the role of data in supporting college student success. I'm Dr. Jason Lane. I'm the Executive Director of a leadership think tank called the SAIL Institute with the State University of New York. I'm also Professor and Chair of the Department of Educational Policy and Leadership at the University at Albany, and the editor of the book Building a Smarter University. Throughout my career as an academic and a senior leader in higher education, I've always been interested in the role that data can serve to inform decision-making and student success. What I've learned is that we are now in a data revolution, unlike any other era. However, I've also learned that all of this new data and data analysis techniques does not itself support students. While we have all sorts of fancy new machines to process the ever-growing data profile that we each contribute to every day, the real transformation has to come in how people use that data to inform the work they do day in and day out. Have you ever wondered why some students succeed while others do not? Have you been curious about what helps students along their pathway or hinders them? In the past, we've looked across large amounts of data to understand what the average student does or does not do and develop interventions based on that average student. Today, with the ever-increasing amount of data that we have, we can better understand the individualized learning experience of each and every student and tailor interventions to their needs. For example, within the State University of New York, our analysis of transfer behaviors revealed that nearly half of all of our baccalaureate degree earners attended at least 2 institutions on their way to the college degree, upending how we thought about the transfer experience. We have a better understanding of which courses or sequence of courses might be bottlenecks, or which ones might be an earlier indicator of a student's likelihood of succeeding. For example, in Tennessee Board of Regents, the former provost, Tristan Denley, analyzed system-wide data to identify courses where students passed with a C, but had a very low likelihood of completing. Campuses can use such knowledge to implement new programs. For example, the University at Albany, they are using an analysis of student performance to support implementation of a chemistry pilot program to identify students who are at risk of not completing Chemistry 120 and moving them into support-based sections. And such analysis can also show interventions that yield a significant positive impact on student success. Within the California State University system, they found that Hispanic students at their CSU Northridge campus who completed no high-impact practices had a graduation rate of 38%, while those who completed at least 2 high-impact practices had a graduation rate of 65%. That's a 17-point difference. We can compare how our students are progressing along their learning pathways with the experiences of other students who have succeeded or failed on those same or similar learning pathways before them. Data analytics is helping us to discover these types of barriers and opportunities to improve student success. Yet such knowledge is useless unless there are those who can take it and do something with it. And in this course, you'll hear about how data and higher education leaders are using it to create change. We designed this course to provide you with a solid foundation for understanding how data analytics can support student success. We want you to understand what this data means for your students. We want you to be able to identify your role in the data analytics landscape and see where your individual contributions fit within a bigger picture to help shape institutional initiatives in support of student retention and success. We want you to be able to recognize and address ethical concerns that may arise in working with student data, and we want you to feel confident asking the types of questions that you need to ask in order to make sense of the data that's being used. College and universities can invest all the money they want into big data enterprises. But unless each of us understands what this data means, how it can transform the life of our students and shape the work that we do day in and day out, we will never harness the full potential of data analytics for student success. We want every student to have every chance to be successful, to earn a high-quality degree. We know that data analytics can provide valuable insight that will help us help our students to be more successful in college and beyond. Throughout this course, you'll have opportunities to reflect on how and why data analytics works and where and when it can be used to transform the student experience. I encourage you to take note of the topics that resonate most with you and share what you have learned with your colleagues. Appreciate you taking the time to be part of this educational experience. We hope that it will benefit you, your campus, and most importantly, your students. I wish you every success on this learning journey.